Hey everybody, welcome to Vegans Talking Shit. I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
And I don't know if our listeners know this, but we've been doing this for a year now. We have been doing this podcast a little over a year, but more importantly, we've hit the 1 year milestone, which is a pretty big deal for us, considering we were three people who had no idea what we were doing at the beginning. And a year later, we can say that we've released an episode every single week, a few times more than one episode a week. And so this episode is going to focus on what's gone on after a year of talking shit. So,
actually, only Joey knew what he's doing after. Know what he's doing after 1 year, because he's the editor, he's the sound guy, the video guy.
That's true.
He's the one that learned.
But John, to his credit, John discovered StreamYard, which has been, it's been monumental as far as, video recording. And of course, with the clips, Vanessa, that you've been able to grab for social media. So sure, you want to say that I figured out some technical bullshit? Yes, but it's not like I did everything in a vacuum all on my own. John did some stuff and you definitely did some stuff. So, we learned a lot in this year.
You know what I just learned? I hate that term, in a vacuum. I've been hearing it for so long, and it's such a bad term.
Explain that, because I think this could be interesting.
I just don't like it. When people hear it, I think they got to think, wait a minute, what does that mean? A lot of times. I get what it means. You're in a vacuum. It's just you, right? Thinking it. Right.
Well, it's kind of its own thing. I've heard it in the past. So I, of course, use it because I'm a pretentious.
I hear it a lot. I don't know why people use it so much. And for Vanessa, it's just one of those American terms that she probably hears and she has no idea what it means, because there's so many.
I had no idea.
All these American terms.
Go past my mind, like, oh, whatever. If it makes sense in the end, it's okay.
Should I Google the etymology of
Yes, please Google it. I'd love to understand how it started, because people use it a lot.
Okay. I never really heard. I think this is the first
I hear it all the
time.
time. And it's so ridiculous. Like,
maybe just passed by and I didn't focus on it.
Okay, so according to Oxford Languages, in a vacuum is of an activity or a problem to be considered isolated from the context normal to it and in which it can be understood or assessed. That's actually a very confusing definition. I need the dumbed down version.
Go to ChatGPT.
No!
You're the only person in the world that hates ChatGPT.
No,
except if you're
environmentalists hate ChatGPT.
Well,
conservatives hate. Conservatives hate ChatGPT as well, because they like Gronk. I don't know. They like Gronk.
But you mean ChatGPT specifically, not AI in general?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they like Gronk.
Well, people can. But what this they want. This is the future. There is not much.
And Joey, AI can save the world too. It's not just. It can also save the environment. Maybe it's not being used to save the environment now, but it could be used for
good things.
But the
problem, the world is not going to use anything to save the world.
If given the proper tools, humanity will use it for evil before they use it for good.
That's true. Unfortunately.
I had something in Cambridge Dictionary, but for some reason it disappeared on me. But it looked like a good. Kept separate from other people and activities. That's what in a vacuum means.
Horrible term. Let's.
It's like you are inside a bubble. Like I'm in a bubble, and you guys are apart, and I'm in a bubble. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you say in my vacuum is pretty old already. So I just ordered a new one this week because it's so heavy that I might be getting muscles just to vacuum the house.
You're talking about a literal vacuum.
Vacuum cleaner. How many people have tuned out by now, you think?
Well, I think a lot of people are like, yeah, I hate that term as well. Why do people use it? It's so dumb.
Or many people are going to say, "Oh, I use this. I like it."
So that's
Yeah,
what I've learned after a year of vegan self shit is I hate that term.
that's
Well,
something you did learn something. Uh, I learned that podcasting is hard. Um, it's hard. Like I think a lot of people think that when you do it, it's just something like, oh, I'll be an influencer or whatever. But no, I mean, doing this every week is tough. Making the time and then doing the edit. The edit's easier now because with video, we don't really allow for edits. It's very rare that I'm going to edit a video just because it looks so jarring on video. And on audio, I can do it very seamlessly and no one even noticed that I've made an edit. But video, yeah, it's too obvious. So I just don't do it at all. But aside from the difficulty, it's also like I do it somewhat easily because I'm bouncing off of YouTube. When I did it myself, ooh, that was rough. I think that was an episode that I titled Joey Flies Solo. Yeah, that was difficult. It's not something I can do on my own. So that's something I don't ever want to do again. And hopefully we'll never have to do it again. And that's why I kind of have these other episodes where I do the non-vegan voices when I have friends or family that at least then I have someone I can bounce off of and have a conversation, not necessarily an interview because I can't interview for shit. And that's another thing I learned. I can't interview. Maybe you guys are more comfortable with it, but as someone who, I have my own social anxiety, John, I know you do as well, but I think you mask it better than I do because the first time I met you, you seemed very personable and social. When it comes
so
to
he's
interview,
so sociable. He say that, but I think he's more social than he
Well, I
thinks.
mean, anxiety comes out in many different ways. Some people
yeah,
are very quiet when they're anxious. Some people talk a lot. It's so you just don't know. You're not in someone's head. Everyone's head is different. With the interview thing, um, I'm thinking of the Gary interview, and although I think we did a pretty good job, it was our first real interview,
yeah,
and I think we did talk over him a few times. We got that. Um, someone had said that in the comments, and then I'm like, you know what? It's right. It didn't sound like that. We didn't really say things over him, but it was a lot of like,
I
uh-huh.
did a lot of that. I
So
did,
did I. You did it more. You definitely did it more, but I don't
yeah,
think we knew because I think we're usually we're doing this conversation between the three of us, and sometimes we're cutting in to each other to make it a point. And it was almost like when Gary was talking, we almost wanted to know he was listening, that we were listening to him. So it
yeah.
was like, uh-huh, uh-huh.
Just shake
But
the head, guys.
when
I
you
didn't
when
do
you
that, but I pee on the episode. So
Yeah.
I didn't
At
even
least it's
realize
quiet.
like how it would sound afterwards. And
it's
then when
horrible.
that person made that comment, then I really honed into it and I'm like, you know what, he's right.
Well, that's where my lack of interview skills comes in. Like it didn't even occur because to me, that's just what I do when I'm having a conversation with somebody. I acknowledge that I'm listening and that I'm following. It's like, yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. So you do that just naturally. I think in the future, I'll have to mute my mic because for one thing, it'll prevent the poor person being interviewed from hearing my dog snoring. But for another, then you won't be able to hear my constant, uh-huh, yeah, oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. All of that.
Well, I
But in
think
the
even
next
for
time, I don't think you're going to do it because you are aware already.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
yeah.
it's not just the interviews though. Even that little action interaction we just had there, we're still learning because I wanted to jump in, but then Vanessa wanted to jump in, so I'm like, all right, I should shut up because it never sounds good to the listener when it's two people talking. And I know that from listening to podcasts, and Joey, you probably do too, and Vanessa, you do too. When two people are talking, it's like, wait a minute, guys, shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
right? That's what the listener's thinking. It doesn't matter what we're saying. That's kind of what I've learned on podcasts. Yeah, it's easy to talk on the mic, It's easy to kind of get our points across. But what's hard is to kind of almost understand when to chime in, when not to, letting someone else talk when they want to really talk, waiting till they're done to jump in. And I think we all fail a little bit at that, right?
Oh,
I
for
think
sure.
like even right there, I had to hesitate a little. I'm like, okay, Joey jumped in. You know?
Well, okay, but we have to also remember
Yeah.
that now that we're doing this on video, things are different. I think that it was much easier to kind of know where we all, because there's this very, very slight delay in video. And even though you can't really tell while we're doing it, it's very apparent when we talk over each other. Because when we're in the same room, that doesn't happen. I mean, it might happen on occasion, but for the most part, we're much more in sync. We can kind of feel the vibe and everyone's energy, and the chemistry is there. And that's one of the biggest and most frequent comments we get, is that we have good chemistry. And I think that it's a little tougher to figure out the timing when we're on video because of that tiny little bit of a delay, and the fact that us not being in the same room, we may not. I mean, sure, we're on video now, but when we're in the same room, the body language is obvious. We can anticipate certain actions, and it's a lot tougher on video.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
Right. Yeah,
But
and
we also can try being the same room when doing video. We probably
I
could
think
use
we get
the
a lot of
StreamYard.
feedback though. There'd be a lot of echo and feedback. We'd have to figure out how to do that in a way where it doesn't the frequencies don't interfere. Otherwise, we're going to be getting a lot of the echoing we heard earlier. Well, we heard, not the listeners.
I actually like this better. I think because the video, and we've got a lot of comments, people like the videos better. But
I agree.
I think it's just a completely different thing. Like even right there, right when you jumped in right there, I had to pay attention more. You were going to jump in. So I'm like, I almost stopped talking. Where I would have saw it if we're sitting next to each other, like you were just saying, it's more of a feel where I can see you're going to jump in even before you do it, or you don't even jump in because you realize I'm not done yet. It's a lot easier for us to kind of like to just say an opinion when we want to, when the person's not right next to us. So I just think it's a completely different format. I do overall kind of like it better because it's just easier to pump out a lot of episodes. I think our viewers, well, now we have viewers. We didn't have really viewers before, right? Because we're just doing it audio next to each other. So overall, I think this is a better format. It's obviously a lot better for you for editing too.
Yeah, it's better for me as far as editing, although maybe it's because I'm a masochist. Yeah, masochist. I like the editing process, even though I'll spend like 4 or 5 hours on a single night doing editing. A, it's a process I enjoy. B, it allows me to fix little things that bug me. And there are a lot of little things that bug me, especially from me. Like when there's a sound, it's a disgusting sound, but a lot of times, and it's why I drink, so much while recording, your mouth gets dry as you talk. So there's this sound. Like you're about to say a word, you open your mouth, and that's a sound I would edit out in all the audio recordings as much as I could. And little things like that. On video, I can't really do that. Otherwise, there's a lot of jerking around, and I don't want to do that. But I think the primary
this helps you.
Yeah. And also knowing that I can't edit, I find myself having to be more careful. And like before I can kind of say something and the audio, when it was audio only, and it's like, okay, I can fix it in post. Now I can't really do that. I can if I have to. Like one time I said my girlfriend's daughter's name, and that was a no-no. I remember her telling me I'm not allowed to do that, but I did it, so I had to fix that in the video edit.
Did you say the full name and the address?
No, no, of course not.
What did you just say? The first name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not allowed to do it.
I literally was just going to ask, what's her name? And I wasn't even kidding. I'm just such an idiot. I was literally about to say that.
But one of the things, I think what you pointed out, what we learned while interviewing is invaluable. I mean, yes, we made a lot of mistakes, but it was our first interview. My primary concern in future interviews is we were kind of spoiled with Gary in that we can ask a question or just make a comment. He's going to go on for 20 minutes. But let's say, and I know it's a dream that probably will never happen, but let's say we get Joaquin Phoenix. I can't see Joaquin Phoenix being like that. I see us asking Joaquin Phoenix a question. He'll give us a 7-word answer, and then it's crickets. So I think we were very lucky to have that first interview where it was kind of made easy for us because Gary is such a talker, where if we're in a situation where we're interviewing someone who A, is maybe like super nervous, or B, it's just not in their personality to talk, it'll be on us to fill that dead air. And I don't know if I'd be able to do that. I mean, yeah, talking to you guys, I can do that, and I can just talk about comic books or whatever. But I don't know if I can do that with Joaquin Phoenix. Otherwise, I'm just going to complain that the Joker movie was terrible.
Well,
The first one was great.
You did many interviews by now. I know it's your family, but still interviews. The interview with your brother, with your dad, with Mallory, they were all good.
But there were more conversations. Like I didn't really have, like for the Gary interview, we had a list of questions. I didn't have any list with them.
No, but we don't need exactly ask questions because even with Gary, we couldn't go through all the questions because it became a conversation. When we interview Holly and Nancy in the boat, we didn't have any questions ready. We just did the conversation. So I think in the end, as much natural could be is better. Of course, if someone is specific that we need ask a few specific questions, it's something different. But a regular conversation can be good in any kind of interview.
Yeah.
Even with quiet people.
Even with white people?
Quiet.
Jeez.
People. Quiet.
Oh,
quiet.
Guys, I didn't say what Joy put in my mouth, okay? I didn't say white people. I say quiet people.
Okay. Just like in the last week when you kept saying slums. And I was like, I want to clarify, she's saying slums, not Islams.
It's better.
So speaking of what we learned in the last year, what have we learned in regard to the vegan world in the last year?
Great question. John with the great question.
That's for you, Joey. Go ahead.
I would say that what I've learned in the vegan world is that vegan restaurants can't stay open, at least not down here. And it is so sad and so frustrating. I don't know what the solution is. I think just inherently it's tough because you only have, 2% of the population who loves the idea of a vegan restaurant. And then there's the fact that a lot of people who are vegan tend to lean toward being healthy. So they might prefer to just make their food at home. I mean, I don't know what the solution could be. I just wish there were more vegan restaurants and fewer of them shutting down because it's just a bummer.
I just thought of something. Do you think that, I have no idea if this is true, and I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, but do you think because after COVID, you had a lot of people moving to Florida. Also, you had a lot of these people that own businesses that got a lot of money. They got a lot of the COVID kind of self-employed money.
Yeah.
That a lot of restaurants in general just opened up. And, so in the 2021s, 2022s, 23s, all these restaurants opened up because there was this like influx of money, people moving here. And it was just kind of like, it was doomed to fail because there was just too many restaurants. Because I don't think you guys have really looked at this, but I haven't. I wonder if restaurants outside the vegan world are closing, at the same amount of pace as the vegan restaurants.
I think that's something we addressed before, and it was a question I don't really know the answer because, we will know when a vegan restaurant closes, we find out in 17 different ways. But if a Beefsteak Charlie's closes down in Coral Gables, then we're probably not going to know because it's not something we care about. Beefsteak Charlie's. People who lived in Miami like decades ago are like, oh wow, Beefsteak Charlie's. But yeah, the vegan restaurants closing down. Such a bummer. I'm hoping that. Okay, this is a little bit self-serving, but if there are any vegan restaurants who would like to advertise with us and maybe get the word out, you can email us at veganstalkingshit@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not really self-serving. I mean, we would be promoting their restaurant.
Yeah,
Kind of a
We could give you
partnership.
like some coupon actually also.
We can have a coupon day.
Yeah.
It's a Jurassic Park quote. Sorry.
Yeah.
By the way, I have like nothing back here. My friend Arnie, who listens to every episode, and every episode he gives me some feedback, positive, negative. He always gives me feedback, and I always appreciate it, even if it's negative. And one of the negative bits of feedback he gave me is that A, I sit too close, and B, to sit in a place where I can do like what you guys do, where you have a background. So I usually have my stack of Blu-rays and 4K discs behind me, but I decided to sit in a place. It's my dining room table. Absolutely nothing behind me, but I will put something behind me. I don't know what yet.
Decoration is a good thing to do sometimes, even though I'm bad with decor. Sometimes it's good to have some.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking of putting my, like, it's not related to veganism, but comic books, like a little wall of comic books.
You should
like
do it, a wall of comic books. I think it'd be cool. Or at least a frame of Batman, you know.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be related with veganism. Can be related to you. So.
Well, I actually, now that I brought up comic books, sorry.
Oh, is this about what you've learned in the last year in the comic book world? Oh man, I just opened up a whole other can of worms.
No, this actually has to do with TV shows, but comic book related TV shows, because over the last few weeks, I've been catching up on my TV show watching. John, I know you're not a fan of The Penguin. We already discussed it, but I loved The Penguin.
Yeah, terrible.
I finished watching season 2 of Peacemaker, which blew my mind. Peacemaker is incredible. Loved it. Just yesterday, I binged from beginning to end, all 9 episodes, Daredevil Born Again. I liked it, had some issues with it, but I'm looking forward to season 2. I watched The Fantastic Four First Steps, one of the few Marvel movies I didn't watch theatrically. It came out around the same time that Superman came out, another movie, John, that you didn't like, but I loved it. I didn't see it theatrically, so I finally watched The Fantastic Four. I thought it was okay, pretty good. Loved the last half hour, but everything before that was like, eh. I am starting to watch Black Mirror, though. In fact, I was watching it, and then you said, hey, let's record earlier. And I was like, okay, so I stopped it. But I just started watching the first episode. It's with Chris O'Dowd and Rashida Jones. They're a couple. They go to their anniversary thing. Just started it.
Oh, that's very good. They're in the car, right?
Well, at one point they're in the car, but right now they're in a hotel room.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like it's a medical type one, right?
Not really. She's a teacher. She was talking about these robot bees or something. Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. Vanessa's fascinated.
Me and Vanessa did watch something together, though. We watched, I don't even know the name, Pluribus or something.
Pluribus with Rhea Seehorn.
Unbelievable.
You know who's behind that?
Yeah, it's a breaking Vince Gilligan.
It's
weird, but it is so cool.
I love Vince Gilligan. Even his episodes of the X-Files, because he used to be an X-Files writer. Like, his episodes are always weird. His shows are always weird. This one seems to me lean more on sci-fi. I think the concept is that there's an alien virus that makes everyone happy, but it doesn't affect her. So she's kind of this acerbic woman.
Yeah, I mean, there's only been
two.
There's only been 2 episodes aired so far. I don't know if you're watching it. It's on Apple TV.
I don't have
really
Apple
good.
TV.
Very
I mean,
good.
and the reason why I'm watching all these shows right now, specifically the ones on Disney Plus, Fantastic Four and Daredevil, is because I canceled my Disney Plus after Disney proved to me that they have no backbone and suspended Jimmy Kimmel. I was like, okay, I'm canceling. And I figured, once they bring him back, I'll resubscribe. But they have raised their price to triple, well, almost triple to what it was when I began subscribing to Disney Plus. They're going to be more expensive than Netflix. And you know what?
My
I just can't.
Netflix is so expensive.
Netflix is expensive, but now it's not going to be as expensive as Disney Plus.
No, mine's super expensive.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You have the Brazilian Netflix, which is
I pay what, $4 a month?
Yeah, Brazilian Netflix.
Vanessa, why do we only have Brazilian Netflix? Why don't we have Brazilian Amazon, Brazilian Hulu, Brazilian?
Well, because I had Brazilian Netflix before I moved it, I just kept. But for you start these other ones. They get your location, so they do not allow you. Maybe if you use VPN or something like that, you can maybe. But I don't know. I had mine for a long time. And you, John, when we were in Brazil, you made a account for you in my Netflix writing. He wrote a future husband. And he kept it the entire time. He moved it back here. He moved it back. No, he came back to US. I was in Brazil, and he was using my Netflix since then.
It still says future husband. It still says that.
That's very
cute. Oh my God.
Oh,
serious?
yeah.
10 years later, almost 9 years later.
I don't know. You watch YouTube and Netflix on TV, not on your laptop, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you can do what you're describing on a computer. A lot of people use something called the Tor browser to access the dark web, but you can also use the Tor browser to do something like what you're describing.
I don't think you can talk about this in the video.
No, we can. Accessing the dark web is not illegal.
I don't think this is legal.
Yeah, it is. Oh, wait, you're talking about the dark web itself is not necessarily illegal, just what's available there is. But as far as what you're describing, as far as getting into other accounts or whatever, maybe less expensive accounts, that's probably not
legal. Let's not talk about that. So let's go back to the subject. We talked too much about movies already.
Hey, Joey, you know that Trump pardoned that guy?
Which one? He's pardoning people left.
The guy that started the Silk Road. No, he pardoned that guy that started Binance, but he also pardoned the guy that started Silk Road.
Did he really?
He did, yeah. It's interesting. I think that kid should have been pardoned. I mean, he just let it get out of control.
He was allowing kiddie porn from his website.
He wasn't allowing it. He just let it get. Oh, so is Facebook, if you think about it. There's stuff. You don't think that there's a lot of stuff going on Facebook Marketplace? A lot of evil stuff that goes on Facebook Marketplace. So should Zuckerberg go to jail? I mean, what's the difference?
I have my reasons for thinking Zuckerberg should go to jail. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just I think the kid just let it get out of control, just like the kid Samuel Fried. Or whatever his name is, the kid that the crypto guy, not the Binance one, the kid that's still in jail. That was like
the Kaseya
guy. It's like Samuel Bank Fried. He's like a kid with like an afro. He went. You remember when he went to like the Bahamas, or he went to. He did kind of like he got caught with kind of like a. It was almost like a Bernie Madoff type thing.
I mean, it sounds. I'm thinking of the Kaseya guy, but not. I'm saying Kaseya, the one before the arena where the Miami Heat play. Before it was called the Kaseya Center, it was called
Crypto.com, right?
I think so. I don't remember.
Can we go back in our subject and stop talking about this?
What did you learn over the last year, Vanessa?
So there's two things. First, two things. One is very polemical.
Polemical.
Problematic?
No, it's like a polemic.
Well, polemic, I know what the word is. I don't think I know the definition. I've heard the word.
Oh, polemic? Wow.
Vanessa, where English is her second language, she's going to teach us something, John. I love this.
So, polemic is when some can be very almost controversial, but very, how can I explain this better?
Like polarizing?
Not exactly. Is like it's not polarizing. It's like everybody can talk about it, but can be you can agree, someone can disagree, but almost like a popular, but not exactly. It's polemic.
Okay, so what did you learn?
Polemic. It can be polemic. So, guys, I cannot believe you don't know
This isn't the first time that you taught us an English word. What was the other one? Oh, the difference between jealousy and envy.
It's because in Brazil I was very good in Portuguese, so I try to translate my words I used to use there here, but it's hard for me. Anyways, I can't improve too much, guys. I'm so sorry. I wish I could, but my English will be probably
You've
like
only
that
been
forever.
speaking English for what, 7, 8 years? You're pretty new at this.
But look at Vergara. I'm like the Sofia Vergara. She's here forever, and she's still with that accent. She's still saying words wrong. It's basically like that.
We just wanted to compare yourself to Sofia Vergara.
Well, I wish I could really compare myself with her in some aspects.
Just did.
No, it's just
it's a good comparison.
It's really funny for me. Every single time I see she talking and telling something about how hard it is, the language, I related so much because she has an expression that she say, "Oh, sometimes I don't understand what I said," and I don't know who was interviewing her. He just asked like, "But and what you do?" I look to the person. If the person understood, great. And if the person didn't understand, you see mistakes. And she say like, I move on anyways. Okay. I didn't understand, but just move on. This is like me. Well, I just move on.
We have no problem following you, but tell us what this polemic issue is, or what you've learned.
We had a big community before we start our podcast. We have many friends, some like not a really close friends, but I could consider everybody that we spend almost every single weekend with having lunch or dinner is your friend, because we are all the time together. And I thought we would have a lot more support from our community, more people talking or listening or giving feedback or posting a comment, because I do that with every single friend I have. So I have a friend that she talks about cars in Brazil. I don't use, I used to love, but right now I'm in US. The cars that she talks is basically basic for us. So don't get so much interesting anymore to me because I have better cars, So, but I still watching because help her in some ways, not just her, but every single friend of mine that open a business or really, I have a friend that wrote a book for babies, how raise babies. I bought her book. I don't want to raise babies, but I bought her book.
Actually, there's someone in our group who wrote a book, and we bought that book.
We bought that book.
Yes. I did not read that book, but I bought it.
I haven't yet, but I mean, I have so many comic books that I have to read.
Well, at least leave a review for her. She needs more reviews than people really read.
I think I left her a review.
You didn't read it, but you left a review?
Yeah. Let's not say her name, so people.
He likes the front of the book.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cover I wrote.
Sorry. So, but anyways, I do that to support every single friend, and sometimes not even close friend, but it's a kind of to give an incentive to people, and help. And we didn't get the same. We get for few people, we have like a great, like Mary, oh my God, she listened every single episode. Vailu, she listened every single episode. But I was expecting the whole community would give or talk with us or give, feedback or like engage. And I didn't find from most of them.
Well, I can definitely see why that can be a controversial stance that you're taking. I'm surprised you went there, but I have to agree. It's a pretty big vegan group. There are dozens of people in it, and the lack of engagement or even support has been pretty disappointing. There are some who, they'll reach out, they'll send an email, they'll talk about it. But yeah, it's been disappointing. But I think a lot of it has to do with some of what we said has been controversial. We haven't been kind to health vegans. No, you know what? I take that back. We haven't been mean to health vegans. We've just been honest,
But Joy, in our group, the one that we spend the most time, the most are not health vegans. They're vegan for the animals.
Yeah.
So the most of our community are not health vegans, okay? And I don't think we are not being nice from health vegans. I think it's more controversial about the vegetarians and the vegans. So because the health vegans, I don't care if they're for the health or for the animals, they still being vegan. So what people cannot like, what I talk about it's not exactly my opinion, it's the reality, is regarding being vegetarian and vegan. I think it's a step that everybody goes vegan if they can, if they don't have any kind of health issues. So I don't think health vegans would be mad with our podcast for any reason. As long as they are vegan, I'm happy. I don't talk anything bad about being vegan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you guys are conspiracy theorists. I think the people that are not
that's so cute.
So-called supporting, or it's because they don't listen to podcasts. It's just not their thing. They just don't do it. The ones that maybe they don't have time, maybe they just have really busy lives.
Like my post on Instagram. Comment the post on Instagram.
Maybe they're not on social media. Maybe I mean I listen to every single Spit and Chickless episode there is. There's been literally over 500 of them. It's the most famous hockey podcast in the world. Okay. I've made less than 5 comments in my entire life.
Yeah, you don't have a personal relationship.
Probably
with them,
3.
But you don't have a personal relationship.
Actually, I do. I have met a number of them in real life.
I saw the pictures.
Jonathan, you listen. I'm saying if the person doesn't listen, or just put a like in a video of reels or whatever they see, it's just like a little kind of support, or at least give a word like, oh my God, that's so cool. You start a podcast.
How do we know they're not listening? They just haven't told us. We don't know.
They never tell anything. If someone never comment anything about any episode, or it's clear that
I was surprised actually to hear. This was actually going to be one of my comments. Was I'm surprised that anyone listens to us. Like one person, 2 people. Like whenever, and then we go through our numbers. Sometimes it's like 200 or 300. The Gary episode was 5,000. I think that's crazy.
The fact that we have people in other countries, that blows my mind. Someone in Australia, someone in Taiwan, someone in Canada. Which I mean,
Switzerland. We have a good one from Switzerland.
So I'm actually taking the opposite. I'm taking the opposite stance of that. I'm surprised, like we have that many listeners. Vanessa, when we went to that dinner in Palm Beach, and there was a woman that said, "Where's Joey?" And we're like, "Who the hell is this person?" And she's like, "Oh, she knew us all from the podcast." And there was another guy, the guy with the glasses. I can't remember his name. And nicest guy, and he came up to us at the vegan block party, and then at dinner he said something again. I'm like, oh my God!
About Gary interview, he congratulated us about we could get Gary to talk with us. He really liked it.
This isn't a vacuum. Sometimes, I think, this is the last time I'll ever use that term, but sometimes I think. And you guys probably think this too, like, oh, we're doing this little thing, this video right now, or this, podcast, and, then we log off and we go about our daily lives and our weekly lives. We don't realize that it goes out there in the universe, and there's people driving their cars listening to us. There's people watching us on YouTube in frickin' Switzerland.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. Like we're in our little world right now doing this. And to me, it didn't make me feel like a celebrity, but it made me feel, when Justin said something to us, when that girl said something to us, Vanessa, I was just
When
like,
I go to restaurants here and
I,
people talk with
yeah,
me about the episode,
the guy
about
from Zen Mystery.
yeah, he's awesome.
It's just like, I don't know if I want to hide or I want to embrace it. I understand what it is to be a celebrity in a very, very minute way, like, right, times, I mean, they got it like times a million. Like, this is why George Clooney hides in Italy. This is why Johnny Depp moved to Europe, or Angelina Jolie. I can't imagine being them and walking around Hollywood, and Ben Affleck, like people taking pictures of him getting into a car with a woman. It might be his freaking cousin. It's such a joke. Anyways, we're not there, and we'll never be there. But just that feeling, that like
Never say
overwhelming.
will never anything because I hate this word. We will never. I hate
I
this
just
word.
that overwhelming feeling though. I remembered Vanessa, like at that dinner. It's like, oh my god, like people, like what are they thinking of me? Like
They're
what are they? Are they? Do they like me? Do they hate me?
Well,
And
if
take
I'm
that time.
around the vegans and they know me, I don't care. They might like me, but if I'm around meat eaters, they probably don't like me.
They hate
But
you.
it
It's
is
okay.
what it is. I'm here to speak about the animals. We do this podcast for animals, for encourage people to go vegan, help them, and get some encourage people.
Encouragement.
Exactly the things you
Encouragement.
said. Oh, people understood. So yeah, it's kind of, this is the reason we have this podcast. We didn't make money. It's opposite. We spend money. We pay all these platforms now. We spend time. Everybody spend time, and it's for the animals. This is what we can do. Is our way to do our activism.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think the big takeaway is after a year, what we've learned is that we've actually achieved a very small, but a level of success. Like we haven't made money, no. But the fact that we suddenly have, what is it, like 260 subscribers on YouTube? I mean, yeah, for a major podcast, that's nothing. But for us who walked in with just some idea, John,
Now let's tell the truth though. 230 of them came from the Gary interview.
that's fine. The fact that we
No,
were able to get the Gary interview is big.
I crazy, I
no.
know. Well, a lot of them
Before
did. But
we have around 80, and these
mm,
80 were not our friends. That's the reality. We didn't invite our friends for our YouTube, for our TikTok, for our Instagram, because I don't want to force anybody to go there just to be there. Because if I start invite all I don't know, I have around 1,200 followers in my regular social media. I could start sending invites for all of them. Many of them will just accept because they know that I'm asking them to be there. But I don't
Yeah.
want to ask anybody that don't want to be there, be there. So
why?
that's
Do
why.
it. Do it.
I will
Me and
not
Joey are
do it.
thinking in our head like,
Jonathan,
why
I'm talking
not?
for people has interested in this subject.
Well, they don't have to accept. You just invite everyone.
I got all my family to do it. Like even people who are like
Oh, don't
anti-vegan, I got them to do it.
his friend has 4,000 in
Who?
his social media. You have a bunch of people in your
Oh
social
yeah,
media.
yeah. Well, a
It's
lot of them
important
have.
too.
I think I have. A lot of them have commented. A lot, some of them have left reviews and things like that. So overall, I'm pretty impressed. That's what I've learned in the last year. I'm kind of surprised um, that we got to this level of
Yeah,
success.
I agree.
We've learned a lot too. In fact, we're
We
on
have.
StreamYard right now. The fact that we're doing this by video.
With
Um,
wireless mics. Remember all that money we spent on that kit for the audio console, the headphones, the microphones. I mean,
oh
I still
yeah.
use them. Like
Well,
when I do.
we spend on this too.
Right. Yeah, we're always spending money. We're always,
It's
our time.
StreamYard every single month too. It's not
Yeah.
really cheap.
Yeah. And Spotify. Hopefully, we'll get that store up and running soon. We still have to figure that one out. but soon, people, for sure.
The
So I think
Shopify.
we've kind of we've covered it. I mean, we've been talking about this for about 45 minutes, and I think we're good. Do you guys have
Yeah, we're
anything
good.
else you'd like to add?
I'm trying to think if I have anything else that I've learned in regard to the vegan world.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So let's end it here. Yeah, I have yet to figure out a perfect way to conclude an episode, but
Well, before we conclude, Joey, I do want to say, everyone, please keep following us on YouTube, on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts. Please,
And
we
click the
really do.
bell. Go now and click the bell.
We
Subscribe now.
we
Yes.
really do need the support, and don't be like Vanessa. Share this with all your friends and family. Don't be ashamed that you're a vegan and they're not. We need the word out.
And if you are a vegan business, whether it's a restaurant, clothing store, if you have vegan stuff to sell, reach out to us. Maybe we can help boost your business with our with our dozens and dozens. No, I say hundreds. Hundreds.
No. Let's open one, just a little window here, because you guys told about the 260 people in the YouTube, but we actually had a lot more if you combine all the podcasts.
Yes.
We have many others in the podcast. So we don't have only 260 people.
Oh, for sure. That's just
general.
YouTube.
We know all that?
That's hard to say because the only way to do it is to go one by one to each of the platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and to mathematically figure it out. Yeah, that's math. I'm not going to do that.
Just to let our listeners or viewers know that it's not only these people on YouTube. We are a long time before in the other platforms, and that is recently that we are in video on YouTube.
Yeah. Do you know how many people we have?
How many people we have?
1 million people.
Oh boy. Okay,
What was that from?
Austin Powers.
Oh my
God. Does he do this? He does that, right?
He does.
Austin Powers, Vanessa.
I have no idea what
Austin Powers?
Did that come to Brazil?
Probably not.
I don't know if the humor would translate.
It probably did. They get every movie. They get every big movie.
I know, guy, but I'm extroverted. I'm a social person. I didn't spend time in my life watching movies inside my house.
You probably saw this movie in the theaters. It was that big.
Honey, I used to go to the theaters when Lila basically forced me to go to the theaters. My friend that love movies. But it's not something that, oh my God, I want to go to the movie theater. No, I want to go to the parties. I want to go to dinners. I want to talk, eat.
It is the movie theater is kind of a party in Brazil. The shopping mall, the theaters are in a shopping mall usually, and it is a.
And also, it's expensive. So between go to theater and go eat in some cool place with my friends, I prefer go eat. Remember, John, my life, I had to choose. In Brazil, stuff is all expensive. So you have to choose what you do. You cannot do both. You want to watch a movie or do you want to eat in the
Now you don't eat with many of your friends in Brazil.
Well, that's true.
That's a whole other story.
Why, John? Because last month I was there. I made them go even in the vegan restaurants.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hard for them. They did. Even my sister went to the restaurant.
Wow.
Vegan restaurant. Yeah, everybody. And I didn't force anybody. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're all done here.
Okay. So let's end it. Let's end it quickly. So for Vegans Talking Shit, I'm Joey.
I'm John.
I'm Vanessa.
And we are out of here. Bye, everyone.
Bye.